you can agree with me that Gbpusd has been moving bullish prior to today. As you can see, it's creating series of higher highs and higher lows previously. So we have this high here, we have this low, and we were expecting that price will create another high, but unfortunately price crashed down, and ever since the price crashed down, we've been seeing a form of lower lows and lower high movement. So without wasting much of your time, let me just run you through the analysis, and we'll be able to have a bias once and for all. So the first thing I observe is price has been moving, creating series of highs, lows, high, lower lows, lower high, and stuff like that to the downside. So giving us an idea that price is currently trending to the downside. So if price is trending to the downside, we want to look for opportunity or an area where we can basically join the selling trend of a thing. And there's something I observe on this 1 hour time frame. At this level here, I saw a sweep of liquidity here, and this is my model. I saw a sweep of liquidity, and for every sweep of liquidity there needs to be an imbalance after the break of structure. So I saw a sweep of liquidity just like I have identified, and I saw a break of structure. There's a break of structure here, as you can see. There's a break of structure here, and that break of structure needs to create an imbalance, and I also saw the imbalance as well. There's an imbalance here, there's an imbalance here. So, and if I am going to merge confluence to all these things, I have like two confluences sitting at this area here. So the first confluence is the imbalance which I saw after the break of structure, and my psychological level, which is I have a psychological level of 1.26500, just as you can see here. So now with these two confluence, I am a little bit confident because there's nothing 100% in trading. I am a little bit confident that price would come into this area, and probably give us a reaction to the downside. So if I am going to do anything, I'll definitely wait for price to get into this area of imbalance, and when price gets into this area of imbalance, then I'll basically be looking for my opportunity to go short on the lower time frame, which is I'll be looking for opportunity to go short and target where price has been coming from. So even if you are going to use the 1 hour time frame as still your entry time frame, you see that the stop loss is around 40 pips to 44 pips, and you will still have, let's say, 1:2 of a thing. So but I will not be taking my trade from the 1 hour time frame. So I will only wait for price to get into this area of imbalance, which confluence with the psychological level as well, making it two confluences for me, that is telling me that price may actually react from this area. So when price gets here, I will definitely scale down to the lower time frame and look for my entry confirmation. But the question is, are we going to fold our hands till price gets to that point? And the answer is basically no. We can still look for opportunity to take some trade while we are expecting price to push into that 1 hour imbalance. And what is going to be that opportunity if you are likely want to take any trade opportunity? And that's going to be you looking for a setup, a buy setup that can push you, or that will lead into this direction, and basically I can basically mark out a PO high level which I am expecting price to buy from. As you can see, there's an imbalance here, and also there is an imbalance here as well. So let me zoom it out so that you guys can see clearly. So as you can see, this is the first imbalance and this is the second imbalance. For as much as we have a break of structure to the downside here, because there's a break of structure here to the downside. So there's a break of structure here to the downside, and I saw something prior to this prior to this point. We saw an imbalance here. So there's an imbalance here previously, which has now become an inverted fair value gap. You can see there's an imbalance here. Price ought to push after the break of structure to the downside. Price ought to pull back into this place and continue going down. But unfortunately, what did we see? With this bullish candle, price breaks through this imbalance or fair value gap, giving us what we know as inverted fair value gap. So when we have an inverted fair value gap, what are we going to expect? We expect that price should come back to this newly created fair value gap area, use it as support, and price should from there continue to go bullish. So I think my explanation is quite straightforward. So for as much as we are waiting for price to get here before we can look for opportunity to sell, we can also wait for price to retrace back into this area of imbalance, and when we find our entry confirmation here, then we can look for opportunity to go long into this area of imbalance where we are likely want to take our sell from. And this is my analysis on GBPUSD. So if you are looking to take a buy, allow price to come into this area and you find your confirmation to go long. And don't forget, basically what we are expecting is for GBPUSD to drop from this level here. So do well to subscribe, do well to comment your opinion, and like the video if you find value for it. So have a great day and enjoy your trading week. Peace out.